Hi and welcome to Take Time to Create. My name is Linda and today we're going to decorate this sign. This is the cutest sign I have ever seen. I found it at the Dollar Tree and I was like, oh, we're just gonna decorate this, and it's gonna be a lot and it's going to be so much fun. But the first thing I want to do is take off this twine. Now it's fine, but it's going to get in the way of painting. I'm actually just going to untie it so I can save it. I don't think I'm going to use it, and it's just, I think I can untie it. I don't think I'm going to use it because we're going to use a whole heck of a lot of glitter and flowers and all kinds of things, so I don't think this will go with it by the time we're done. So I think I'm going to put a different ribbon on at the end. And just a little tag, Dollar Tree, so cute. Okay, fell in love with this, get it? Anyway, first thing we want to do is paint it white because if you want to go rustic and you want to make this all rusticy, this is perfect. It's a great base. I'm going to go pinks and reds and glitter and all the good stuff. Anyway, so I just have white Craft Smart paint and that's just what I'm going to use. Pour out a bunch and just paint it. It's going to take 2 coats of paint, just because, you know, it's craft paint, it's a little thin, and I'm going to also make sure I get all of the edges. 2 coats, then I'll be back once it's all dry. I don't think you need to really watch this. You guys know how to paint. You know how to do this. I don't think a lot of it's going to be showing at the very end because we're just going to cover it, but you do want a nice base of a single color. So that is what we're doing. Make sure you get in all the crevices and definitely the edges because this will be hanging on the wall. So you definitely want to make sure all the edges are covered so that it looks really good on your wall from all angles. Okay, so that is what I'm going to do. I'm going to paint this whole thing, then we'll be right back. And then we'll get on to the really fun part of decorating. So yeah, I'll be right back. So we're back and this is fully dry. I ended up putting 2 coats of the acrylic paint on there. Don't forget to get all of your edges fully dry. I let it sit for a little bit. I just didn't get back to it in a timely manner. The next step we're going to do is take these LED lights. Found these at the Dollar Tree. They are so cute. I actually picked up 2 packages because I wasn't sure if I needed 1 or 2. And what I'm going to do is glue this down like this. So I can still get here. You need to have a little screwdriver. I don't have one on me right now, but I want to be able to open it up still. So we're going to glue it here. And I just have my hot glue. And I'm going to put a fair amount on here. And I might need to, I've got 2 of these, but this might kind of move the weight of this a little bit. So I might need to put some kind of weights over here to help balance it, but we'll see. All right, that is glued. I'm gonna kind of do this so that I have balance a little bit. All right, so I don't want to bother because this is just all cord here. So I am going to start here and just start gluing this on. I don't know. I'm just kind of playing with this, seeing where this goes. I don't have a real formal plan, but honestly, that should not surprise any of you. You guys should all know this by now about me, that I just kind of play it by ear. We'll see how this all goes. I'm going to go grab batteries in just a minute and a little screwdriver because I do want to see how this will look. I do want to see where the lights are as I'm going, and I'm hoping that this doesn't damage the lights as I'm doing this. Now, if it does, that's okay. I've got a really cute border and I'm not too worried about it. And if it does damage the lights, then don't do what I'm doing. Do something different. But if it doesn't, hooray, we have something that's really, really cool. Okay. Hot glue. Don't burn yourself because it can go through the mesh. And since they are LED, it shouldn't get too hot on these lights. So that is nice. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to go around and add all my lights on here. And I'll be right back when it's all done. am to here, and then all the rest of this, because as I'm gluing, I'm stretching it. So I've got one more LED light here. I'm not going to worry about it. I'm actually going to kind of, because I'm at the bottom of the V, I'm going to kind of tuck this back here. I've got a little, you can see I've got a little scratch there, but I'm not going to worry about that. What I'm going to do, I'm not going to glue anything back here yet, but I have a second set because I didn't know how long it was going to be, and this is so cute. Now, since I am stretching this, the LED lights are further apart. If you leave it all mushed up together like this, your LEDs are going to be closer. So completely up to you. Whatever you want to do. So this is very easy to do, and I'm going to go ahead and show you guys because I am going to put a second set of lights on. I have a tiny screwdriver. I don't even know what size it is. It doesn't tell me. You take out the little screw in here, and this is for safety so kids don't open these up and eat the batteries. I don't know. Kids like to get into things. And I'm not going to say my son was perfect. He never ever, no. He did his fair share of things that children are not supposed to do. All right. Oh, good, it works. Probably should have tested out the other one before I glued it down, but I did not because, well, that's the way it goes sometimes. You just, sometimes you just get to gluing and then you say, whoopsie. But even if the lights didn't work, it's really cute with just the red border, so that would have been just fine. All right, this actually is really good because it's going to give me the opportunity to balance out the back and the weight because this is kind of heavy. So I am actually going to go over here on the L, and that'll balance it out pretty good. Once again, put a lot of hot glue on the back. Make sure you have the back and not the side with the screw, because if you've got the side with the screw, then that is the way it's going to stay forever. Make sure you don't glue your little tag here. And, oop, I have this crooked. Okay. All right. So now what I'm going to do is finish out the V. I'm going to come up over here, and all of the stuff in the back, I will glue down or secure it some way so it's not in the way. But I'm not going to worry about that till I'm all the way done. And I'm going to start here and go up, and let me finish out the E, and then I'll show you what I'm going to do for the heart. All right, so I have a lot extra here, and I'm going to do something with it in a little bit. But first, I want to address the little heart. We want to make that heart all sparkly. So I have my stickles here. So one of my challenges for myself this year is to pull out supplies I don't use that often. Stickles are one of them. I don't use them very often. So yeah, we're gonna pull those out. I have also, I want to decide if I want to go gold or silver. I have some hearts here, and I have these party favor hearts too. Oh, this is going to have so much going on. At any point, if you think, my goodness, Linda, that is enough, stop adding stuff, you can stop at any point. You don't need to have all the stuff I got going on. No judgment. I'm not judging you for how much. No judgment here. These are just plastic, so I just have my Tim Holtz scissors, and they just snip right off the ring side of things. Be very, very careful as you snip it off. But now I've got this, oh, it's such a pretty little rhinestone. Okay, so that's silver. So I'm going to use some icicle color, and I don't have a silver stickle color, like a silver color. I just have silver glittery colors. I get asked a lot. This came from the Container Store. It's just a lipstick holder, and I put my stickles upside down in it. I do know they have stickle containers out there, which are great to use too. So use what you have. But I do know that stickles work better. I like them better if they're upside down. Another thing that I have done, or if I'm working on my table and I'm using them, I have these little They're the little red solo cups, but they are shot glass size, and I get them from the Dollar Tree, and I just stick them on my table like that while I'm working, and it works really well for me. Since I don't really have a silver color, I was going to do an accent heart color. Don't really have that, and I don't think the icicle will show up well enough. I'm going to use Xmas Red, and it works for Valentine heart. All right. So what I want to do is just draw around. Oh, I think I've got it clogged. If you have it clogged, just take a pin, a straight pin, and stick it through there. And I'm going to trace the heart, and I'm going to get pretty gloppy. I want a lot because I'll show you what I'm going to do after I do this. So now I just have a paintbrush here, and I'm just taking it and I'm fading it out from the edge, just kind of doing a little bit of a fade out. All right, we don't have that one's starting to run out just a little bit. I am going to add the icicle to add a little bit extra dimension. Extra glitter, nothing wrong with extra glitter. I really want this heart to be the center of attention. All right, oops, something fell. All right, so this is the way this heart looks. Okay, this has to dry completely before we put anything else. I'm thinking about gluing the around the edge here. We'll have to see. It may not work. We just may have enough of this. And so then we're going to add more details. Like I said, at any time, if you think that is really enough, just go ahead and stop. There's no shame in stopping. Or you can always add more. If you think at the end, if I didn't add enough, go add more. So anyway, let me let this dry. I might heat it with my heat tool. But let's let this dry, and then we can move on to the next step. Awesome. So I'm going to leave this drying, but I am going to add some other stuff around. I have a bunch of flowers here that I just pulled out of my stash. Flowers were all the rage a while ago. They're not so much the rage now. I have these big ones that have a rhinestone in the center. I love those. We're going to place those around a little randomly, probably like that. That looks good. Then I have these littler ones that are similar, that they are white with a rhinestone in the middle. We're going to just hot glue them on, and I'm going to go random and enjoy this. Like I said, I'm not sure if I'm going to add the lights in the middle there. We'll see. We may end up putting the lights just on the back and not worrying about it. But what we are going to do is randomly add these, and then we also have some hearts that are glitter hearts. Now if you want to stop the glitter from shedding all over, take it outside and spray it with hairspray, but I did not do that, so we're gonna have glitter fall out. They're just table decorations, table scatter from the Dollar Tree. You know, I have so many flowers, they were just all the rage, and they're still really cute, but I don't reach for them as often, so like I said, I'm trying to use what's in my stash. I'm trying to, you know, be mindful of what I already own. I mean, I know all the new trends, and they're really cute. So many cute things out there, but I want to be mindful and use what I have. So, and I think these flowers, I think the white on white is really pretty. Maybe counterbalances all the stuff going on. Who knows? Maybe it classes up the joint. I doubt it. Let's just be honest. It's not probably going to do what I think it's going to do, but I think it's cute. I have some little flowers too, and I'll just stick those in the E here. The little flowers, they're very cute. Anyway, so that is the next step. We're just going to add flowers, add hearts, and just try to make this look really cute and filled out. And then I have to let the stickles dry before we add anything else there, just so they don't smear around, because that's what will happen. Let's add a heart. Let's do that before I speed up the camera. Oh, so cute. Look how cute that is. Oh my goodness. I love that. Oh, I love that. Don't forget to layer. You don't have to have everything on one layer either. As I get going on this, you can see that I'm layering hearts on top of the flowers just to create a lot of really cool interest. Because if you just leave it all one layer, it's not as interesting as stacking up layers. And let your flowers overlap each other. Also, as you're doing this, you don't want to go so deep with everything that you cover up every single square inch of the whole thing. You want to kind of create a balance. So as you're doing this, create the balance that looks good for you, for your eye, for what you're trying to achieve. How much are you trying to go for? Just, that's the whole goal. You want to get the look you're achieving. You don't need to cover up every square inch with stuff. Just enough. All right, so I'm digging in my stash as I go, and I found some just gems. So I have these heart-shaped gems that are plastic gems. I think they go really well. I think they go better than these. These are just a little big. So these are just so cute. So I'm going to stick a few on. Then I think I'm going to let this all dry. And let the stickles dry, let it all sit for a minute. Then I'm going to come back and then decide what else do I need, because that's the thing, is that you can get too much, but I don't know where that is. I don't understand what is too much. I tend to keep on going until it's all covered up, like right there. I should not have put those on there, so I'm gonna just kind of pop those off. I don't like that. This was a mistake. We're gonna pop that off. There we go. That was not the best choice there. So we're just gonna put a flower. See, things come off, especially if you're like, whoopsie. There we go. That's much better. All right. So that one's in the stickles. So's that one. I don't know if they're gonna hold. I may need to glue them later, but we'll find out. So let me put some gems down. Then I'm going to pause, walk away for a minute. And that's usually what I recommend to people too, is just step aside, walk away, then see if it needs any more, see what you need to do, see if you need to paint, see if you need to stop. But I doubt I need to stop. I bet more is going to be added. All right, so it is all done with all of the little sparkles and gems. Oh my gosh, I'm loving this. All right, so we have a little bit left over here of the light, and I've got little strings all over. Anyway, so what I'm going to do is I want to fill in the heart a little bit. So I've got to get this over here. So let me flip this over, and I am going to just take this. If I turn them on, there we go. I just have one light here on this one. So I don't really have a lot going on. So I'm just going to kind of tuck it down here, kind of glue it out of the way, not worry about it too much. You don't want to clip these. You don't want to cut them because you'll cut the wire, and that's not a good idea. So I'm going to glue that, and I'm going to kind of see what I can do to thread this guy over here so we can start on the heart. So let me do that, and I'll be right back. All right, so I kind of threaded it around. A few of the lights will be on the back here, but I took one of them and kind of threading it around, doing the best I can. It kind of shows a little bit over here, but I'm not going to worry about it. So I have popped up over here by the heart, and what I'm going to do, just like on the edges here, I am going to hot glue around, but I'm going to hot glue on the inside of the heart, just to kind of emphasize it that way. So I'm going to be on the inside, but up toward the top here, and whatever. Oh, I need more glue. Always more glue. So whatever I find, if I have extra, I'm just going to keep on wrapping it around. And I'm just going to try this out, see what happens, since I do have extra. Now, of course, if you don't want to do this and you don't want to line it up on the inside like this, like I'm doing, of course, just leave the rest and tuck it in the back and just, you know, wind it around where you won't see it. Now that is always an option, but I thought it'd be really fun to have a little bit on the heart. So let me go around the heart and see what we get. And I should have enough for the whole thing. And yeah, let me finish this. And then we will add the ribbon. And I think it's just about done. All right, let me finish. Okay, so we've got it in the heart. And I did decide to just take the extra tail and wrap it around the back. I just thought that would work best for this little scenario here. I have so many little hot glue strings. All right, so now I want to add a ribbon because we did take off the jute ribbon or whatever that is at the very beginning. That was a long time ago, it feels like, but I have this glitter ribbon from the Dollar Tree. This was at Christmas time, but I find red is red. Red is not just for Christmas. It's a glitter ribbon and it is very pretty. So the ribbon is only glitter on one side. So I want to make sure that I kind of thread it so that it just shows the glittery side. And we have to kind of fold it in half and thread it through, and we're going to hot glue it to itself. And just like this, pull it through. Doesn't need to go very far. Just about this far, this much, and we're going to go ahead and thread it through just like this as well. And I've got glitter everywhere. Then we're going to pull it up like this and just take a little bit of hot glue and carefully connect the two. And the ribbon is attached and it is ready to go. Just like that, our new love sign is all done. Oh, the glitter and hearts, and I just love it. I'm really thrilled with how this turned out. So yeah, can't wait to hang this up and get ready to celebrate Valentine's Day and all that good stuff. Thank you so much for watching. Please give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, hit that notification bell so you know when I post new videos. You can find me on Instagram, Facebook, and on my blog. Thanks again for watching, and I will see you guys next time.